Alright, this time for real we're gonna go see Kindly Cheng. For serious. We're going in. Let's go see what Kindly Cheng has to say. Kindly Cheng appears to be nearing the end of a harsh exchange with Strangler Bao, who's listening intently. So you tell that little pustule that Auntie Cheng isn't fucking happy, you get it? Not happy at all. Don't tell him that I'm displeased. Don't tell him that I didn't take it well. Tell him that I'm extremity chopping mad, and if he doesn't want what happened to Yi to happen to him, he better get his head and his ass wired together and get me that payment today. Was that message clear enough, Mr. Bao? Yes, Mrs. Cheng. I'll explain things to him in terms he can understand. Bao steps back and becomes a meat statue once again. Ah, our newly minted Shadowrunner. How are you taking your new role, Stubtoe Williams? Like a duck to water, Auntie. I had no doubt, my sweet. I have a nose for talent. And how is Mr. Gunshow doing with his new life? He just needs some time to get used to all of this. Very good, my dear. Very good. She smiles. Was there something specific you came to see me about? Any word on the plastic-faced man? Kindly Cheng picks up a mahjong tile and tosses it into the pile at the center of the table. Not yet. He's elusive. Clearly a man who knows how to stay out of the public eye. But I have my network working day and night to find him, and I still have some favors that I can call in if need be. I'll find him. It's only a matter of time. I have good news as well. One of my people managed to tap the communications of the HKPF Special Duties Unit. If any word of our plastic-faced friend or of Raymond's Black crosses their door, I'll be the first to know it. For now, go about your business. I am sure that more work will come your way any moment. I'll contact you when there's news. You there, little man. A rotund, balding dwarf in a cheap suit turns to face you. Light glints from the heavy gold chains that hang around his neck. When he speaks, the voice that greets your ears is high and nasal, and has been contorted into a rough approximation of a New York accent. Pleased to meet you. Cheng was kind enough to arrange this little sit-down between us. You can call me Dr. Shenyang. Pleased to meet you. I'm Stubtoe Williams. His grip is as soft as his palm is moist. It's like shaking hands with a boneless ham. You share a long, uncomfortably flaccid handshake before he finally releases you. I'm looking for a little outside help on a problem I've been having. Ordinarily, I'd handle it myself or have some of my friends see to it, but it's kinda delicate, you know. My guys would be noticed before they made any headway on my problem, so I figure, hey, I hire contractors all the time. Might as well get some contractors of a different stripe. I have lasting friendships are made through favors exchanged. I am all ears. I run a little film studio, Southern Crown Films. We mostly do trid work, but we record some sims too. Maybe you've seen some of my stuff. Space Mongols from the Moon, The Flavor of Pomegranates, Ultimate Kill Squad. No, but I like the sound of Ultimate Kill Squad. How much killing do they do? He offers you a chipped tooth grin. A lot. There's this one scene where two trolls gang up on an elf and they... Well, I don't want to spoil it, but believe me, it's glorious. I'll send a copy over to Cheng so that you can take a look. Anyway, there's this other guy in the industry, and we've been button heads since day one. Name's Neville Ma. Runs Yellow Spring Studios. No matter what I do, I can't shut him out of the biz. He always manages to get one over on me, steal my stars. He's been running me into the ground with this show called Promises in Moonlight. The star's a girl named Penelope Wong. New talent, but the viewers have been going nuts over her. She's the show's linchpin. Hang on, I'm getting there. So about 6 months ago, Neville was out in the Guangzhou for some hoity-toity party. He's on the road, probably drunk. A semi comes out of nowhere and pow! Wrecks his fancy new Eurocar Westwind. Bad luck for Neville. Good luck for me. I figure, hey, that's the end of him for the year. And I start planning some new stuff he can't compete with from inside a hospital. You got me so far? Let me guess, he found a way to compete with you from inside the hospital. No worse. The bastard is out of the hospital. He's back in the game, bringing out Season 2 of Promises in Moonlight. I need that show off the air one way or another. That, my friend, is where you come in. Already? That's strange. Tell me about it. He should have been in that hospital for at least 3 months and in physical therapy a lot longer. Only took him a week to get out. Couldn't freaking believe it. That kind of medical care costs top dollar. He's got a lot of money, but not that much. Recovery time like that means one of two things is going on. Neville could have found himself a silent partner, someone willing to pay top dollar for cutting-edge care. I don't think it's likely, but it could have happened. If it ain't that, that smart money says he's been skimming off the top of Yellow Spring's earning and not reporting it to other shareholders. Tell me how I fit into this. I need you to get me something to blackmail Neville with. Find out how he could afford to get out of the hospital so fast. He works out of his penthouse most days, so search his computer, closet, sock drawer, whatever. There's got to be something incriminating in there. Where's this penthouse? Neville lives in the Repulse Bay. It's this real swanky joint on the south end of the Hong Kong island, by the bay with the same name. I haven't been able to get anybody in to poke around his apartment because the security's too tight. Lucky for you, though, Neville's throwing a party on the mezzanine level with all the shops and a restaurant and balcony and such. He's celebrating the second season launch of his show, and everybody's going to be there. Going to make a real snarl for the building security. You might also want to hit up the party if you can bluff your way in. Everyone close to Neville will be there, and most of them will be 3 sheets to the wind by the time you get there. Some discreet questioning might get me the dirt I need. Just remember, if you go to the party, don't use your real name. Go with Argyle. Should be safe enough. There's nobody in the biz out there with that name, so nobody will ask questions about how your work's going. Hit the apartment, hit the party. Dig up blackmail information on Neville Moss. Sounds easy enough. He nods vigorously. Oh yeah. Cheng talked you up when I approached her with the job. Given what she told me, this job should be cake. Now the blackmail material is what I need more than anything. But if you can get Penelope Wong out of her contract, I'll pay you extra. Got it? Need that star power on my side. One last thing. I don't want you starting a scene while you're there. You interrupt this party, make a mess or trash his apartment, and I'm not paying you. We clear on that? We're clear. Good. Can't have Ma knowing that I'm after him. In my business, everybody's got dirty tricks, but if you make public you're using them, that's it. My career's as dead as the People's Republic of China. Nobody will work for me ever again. So don't embarrass me, okay? I'll make sure that your reputation remains intact. Glad to hear it. Listen, you do this for me. I'll make sure you're not only paid well, but I'll also tell all my friends that you come highly recommended. You don't seem like you deal with Shadowrunners much. Shadowrunners, Moonlight Prancers, who gives a crap? I got money in the job and I don't care who does. Who does it as long as the price is right. What's more, I got a lot of friends around town, and a lot of them run in your circles, too. He looks up at you, eagerness in his eyes. So we got a deal? We got a deal. Good man, that's what I like to hear. When you're done, drop Cheng a line. I'll come meet you back here and I'll hand over the money. Objective added. Go to the Repulse Bay Hotel to help Dr. Shenyang blackmail Neville Ma. Alright. Go to the magic shop, although I don't think they have any new armor for me. We have to buy heal wounds. That's right. Going in. Crafty Zoo. Immediately upon entering, you notice the clutter. Somehow the small magic shop is even messier than before. Stacks and stacks of books occupy chairs, tables, and the tops of shelves. There seems to be even more than when you first visited it. It's as if you just entered a paper factory in its spawning season. You peer around a precariously arranged tower of books and find Crafty hungrily reading over one of her mother's journals. Red rings her eyes, and tousled hair falls over her face. It looks like she hasn't seen the better part of a pillow in a couple days. She moves to stretch and spots you. With a quick flick of her hand, she marks her place in the journal. You're a welcome sight. Have you found anything? Not too much. How about you? A slow smile spreads across her cheeks. This mind-numbing tedium is starting to pay off. Check this out. The dreams that everyone's having, they aren't really dreams. They're omens. From what I've gathered, we're walking a fine line here. They're pretty dangerous. Attempts to interpret them could lead to mixed results. What do you mean by omens? You know, omens, harbingers of doom and gloom and bad things to come. Her mouth twists into the side as she thinks. Just a minute. Crafty opens a drawer behind her counter and brings out a dictionary. Clears her throat. Omen, a sign that warns of future events by way of visionary creatures or hallucinations. She closes the book with a thump. And that means... Apparently these sorts of portents are commonly linked with malign places and disaster sites. They're caused by leakage through wounds between our world and the astral plane. Okay, great, that means we can seal them. I'm not sure we can, at least I haven't found anything about that in my mother's texts yet. She lays her hand flat on the countertop and leans forward. We don't want to dive into this haphazardly, Stubtoe Williams. Remember, these omens can be dangerous. How are they dangerous? She holds up a finger and starts digging around for another text. After a moment, she locates a small notepad and flips to a dog-eared page. In here it says these visions, or dreams, or whatever you want to call them, are real. They're open to interpretation, but interpreting them correctly can be disastrous, since astral space is a place of dream logic. Taking the things you see too literally can be even more dangerous than ignoring them. Well, that puts us in a crappy situation. You're telling me it's not easy to interpret a dream, and it's even more difficult to separate the nonsense from the substance. Can you interpret the dreams? Crafty plunks the notepad on top of a nearby book tower. I can't help you interpret your dreams. Whatever they're trying to impart, it's beyond me. All I can do is keep reading. There has to be something in this library that can help us understand what's happening. Well, keep it a help. Every bit helps. Alright, I'm going to go rob some rich people. Alright, I need heal wounds, which is spellcasting 2. And, an area effect spell that reduces the chance to target someone by 15%. I don't have this yet? You're damn right I owned. Slows, decreases the target's movement by 2 for 3 rounds. We'll go with an air barrier. Confirm. Required spellcasting 2. You dick. I confirm. We need spellcasting 2. I'll be here. You're goddamn right you will. Spend karma. Boop. There, we've got 5 left. Which isn't enough for any body points. Charisma, how we doing? Get an extra spellbook slot. What does this do? The higher the skill, the more powerful the summon spirit. Whoop. And then on that note, let's buy some fetishes and such. Consumables. No, this isn't a consumable. +1 charisma. Welcome to my inventory. Then we'll just buy a bunch of really shitty fetishes. Heals 4 and then 12, so it heals for 16. Which I think is better than a med pack. Give me a fire and an earth. That'll do. Our character's coming together. What do these guys do? Heals for 10, so yeah, confirm. Let's have a look at your wares. The salve is better if you're not in the middle of getting the shit kicked out of you. Although you only sell the one, which worries me. I need you to make up some of them more of that fucking, you know, apply directly to forehead shaman shit. Let's catch a train to Repulse Bay. Now I just have to hope that nobody gets terrified of the zombie ghoul I bring with us. Travel to the Repulse Bay Hotel to dig up information on Neville Ma. Absolutely. A master of Renraku's proprietary combat techniques, deadly with blade, tooth, and claw. And then we've got this, and then gun show. What gun do you have? Basic checkmate assault rifle known for being cheap, reliable, and ubiquitous. We might buy you another gun show. What do you have? It's got a katana, I knew it. HVV? It's like hybrid metahuman virus something. That's what makes him a ghoul. Look at this fucking sweet armor. Armor 2. Claws do damage 1. Not much to be impressed about. He's got a hand-forged katana. A work of art and a deadly weapon. May do AP damage on a critical hit. Good work. You're about to travel to the Repulse Bay Hotel. Confirm. You arrive at the eponymously named Repulse Bay, a gleaming hotel and apartment building on the shores of Repulse Bay, Hong Kong Island. Rolling storm clouds choke the city, lending the structure a sinister appearance. As you push through the doors and into the building, a sudden break in the clouds reveals a sun that's gone red as blood. You make your way to a ground floor elevator. The attendant pays you no mind. As the car begins to climb, you hear the sounds of merriment drawing closer. As the doors slide open, you find Neville Ma's party in full swing. I forgot to equip the fetish, didn't I? The elevator disgorges you onto the mezzanine with little fanfare. Off in the distance, you can hear the sounds of clinking glasses, carefree laughter, and silverware on china. We should discuss our approach, Stubtoe Williams. I would recommend searching the apartment as our first course of action. I am somewhat dubious about the idea of crashing the party. We ghouls are seldom welcome at such events. Sure, but Neville Ma and Penelope Wong will be at the party. If we don't bluff our way in, we can't talk to them. Doc Shenyang is paying us to find out how Ma's up and walking so quickly after the accident. Talking to the guy would probably be a good idea. Party's too high visibility. Let's try the apartment first. I agree for obvious reasons. Lead on, Stubtoe Williams. We'll follow. Let's just hope they don't lose their shit the second they see us. Take the elevator to the penthouse floor. Isabel, I need you to get us in this thing. Keypad. What is this? This is a standard hotel door protected by a simple hydraulic locking mechanism. A keypad is mounted beside the door frame. Use astral perception to assess the keypad. Your third eye slides open, and the keypad before you takes on a gentle glow. A repetitive sensation radiates from 6, 1, 5, and 3. The code is likely a combination of these numbers. Nope. This is going to be fun. Nope. Ugh. Whoop, I did it. Door unlocks. Stubtoe Williams, Master Hacker. Let's go, everybody. Why is it so cold in here? Is he a zombie? Rows and rows of finely tailored suits, custom shoes, and various accessories fill this room. What's in the refrigerator? The fridge is well stocked. There's enough food in here to feed a big party. Oh. Liquor cabinet. The liquor cabinet is full of expensive wines and spirits. Several decanters sit atop it, but one in particular catches your eye. A bottle of brilliantly bright red wine. Steal a sip. You take a gulp and quickly gag. The wine's strangely warm given the temperature of the room, and disgustingly salty. What's wrong with you, man? Do you usually dip into people's wine collections while illegally searching their houses? But look at that color. It's begging to be drunk. I don't give a damn how it looks. We break into an apartment and you dribble your DNA all over the booze locker. Duncan pulls an alcohol swab from his belt pouch and wipes off the mouth of the decanter, mumbling angrily to himself. He shakes his head. I swear, Stubtoe Williams, it's like you're allergic to common sense. Well, he's fucking a vampire, alright? There, I called it. He's got bright red blood. Survived a car crash. The opposite side of the living room is dominated by a massive security door. It's much heavier than the exterior apartment door. Looks like a recent addition. The wall has clearly been reinforced to support it. A series of top-of-the-line commercial-grade mag locks hold the door sealed. It'd be easier to tunnel through the wall than it would be to break them open. Examine the door. A cursory glance at the door frame reveals no sign of a keypad or jack point, but what you do see appears to be an ARFID reader. A 16-digit number has been stenciled into the side of the reader in red ink. This didn't come with the apartment. Why fortify an interior door like this? Probably to keep up appearances. Can you imagine how people would talk if you'd installed this thing in the hallway? Well, one thing is certain. We aren't getting through there without a key. Most likely that means we'll have to get one from Ma or from one of his people. I guess we're going to crash that party after all. Someone on the building staff must have a key. Let's check with them. Find an ARFID key for Ma's security door. Yep. It's got a little dwarf Decker, zombie samurai, angry cop. We'll blend right in when we talk to the security guard. Back to the mezzanine. Open door, what's this? Oh, hello. Have Isabel Jack in. Modified for the streets. Adds 5 seconds when hacking blocker ice. Alright, in we go. Ooh, the Matrix looks a lot neater in this one. System trace. Holy shit. Oh boy. Plus 20 trace. Holy shit. Got any powers? Nope. Can we not hit these guys? Ooh! Kill it. Guess I should have used killer on that trace thing. A melee ice? What? Matrix is completely different. Holy shit. How? Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. Then I'll attack it from behind myself. Good thinking. Missed? What? From behind? Killer. Alright, we're clear. Hotel data core, we're going in. What the fuck? Some sort of contrador bullshit here. Oh man, you're done. Going in. Welcome to the Repulse Bay Central Data Hub. Please stay clear. Search for information on Neville Ma. Ma Neville, resident, penthouse apartment number 2. Expand query, apartment door code. 631635. Yeah, fuck that. Search other records. Select subject, events. One event found. Yellow Springs Films private party, mezzanine level. Front desk indicates 6 unclaimed invitations. Download invitation. Yes. Search other records. Plan hotel expansion. You download a series of files detail expansion plans to the hotel's ground floor. These might be valuable to local construction firms. Maintenance logs. Reams of data flood the screen. Everything's organized by way of reference numbers. It's an incredibly obtuse and confusing system. Without knowing what number to search for, there's little of value to see here. Enter the reference number for Ma's security door. You enter the number that was stenciled on the door. The system chugs for a moment, then the screen fills with data. Security door installation, Ma Neville. Keys issued, 3 of 3. Ma Neville, Wong Penelope. Victor Kang is the man we're looking for. All keys claimed. Time to jack out. Boop, boop, boop. I imagine that's the sound you make when you jack out.